All right, everybody, welcome back to your CEVO Season 6 LAN Finals. We're getting ready with our next game, about to go live right now. Nihilum versus Luminosity Gaming, and I'm excited for this. Our second one of the day. It's really going to be telling here because the winner of this will go on tomorrow to play against CLG, and the loser is going to have to go and play against Elevate down below.
Yeah, that is a big deal. I don't know what to expect either. Yeah, that is a big deal, and I don't know what to expect either. Both of these teams are full of ADR monsters, I feel like, and just as Dust said, Nihilum not having that much experience on LAN, or at least not together, it leaves them as a big question mark. Now, I think some players find themselves being just as good online as they are on LAN, and others might find out otherwise, and we do have some examples of that, but I'm not sure if it's going to matter or not. We'll see if it does play a big factor in their matchup today. Now, the maps are Cash and then Mirage, or Cash and then Dust 2. So these are two maps that I think favor both teams a little bit.
Yeah.
And we're already into the pistol round, so we can leave the analysis for after we get some information.
Yeah, so right off the bat, we're going to have Luminosity Gaming as your CT-sided team, and Nihilum's already trying to force their way into that A bomb site. Fire down in the back. Lex will open it up, gets himself a 2K. Still trying to fight, though. Automatic is over there, getting in his face, takes down Lex. Now Frost back there at that quad, trying to work around Balance, takes him down, bomb down in the bomb site. Now it's all up to Automatic here, 1 versus 3.
Automatic a little bit late to trade there. Is looking for a frag and can't find it. Luminosity very excited about that pistol round, and I don't blame him. A great way to start a LAN, Fenny. A solid pistol round, and working around that quad box ended up being beautiful because he was able to stop the player with the bomb on the spot, as Automatic failed to kill him, I think, was struggling a little bit. To kill him on the first appearance. And now Luminosity with the round on the board are going to go for a mainly SMG buy and a couple of Thomases.
Yeah, right now the strength of the SMG, it's just out of control right now, so there's no reason to really try and upgrade too much past that. The MPs are going to come out, and they should be able to easily dominate here, especially going against essentially just a Glock buy, or just a Glock, except for a P250 and the Rec 9. They're in the hands of Automatic, and they're committing once again to the A bomb site, opening it up on Lex.
Looking to do some damage through the smoke is Frost, and spraying his P90 gets 2 frags, but the bomb does go down, so that's already a victory for them. And they don't have armor in a 3v3, so the man advantage goes to nobody, except the bomb is down, and all 3 players go down very cleanly. That was a solid round.
Yeah, they got that bomb plant. They were able to force 2 rebuys there, so as you said, that's a win. On those eco rounds, if you can get that money going, that's exactly where you need to be into that round.
Yeah, that's definitely a map there. The thing is that you can lose a couple of players and you'll drop SMGs, but that doesn't mean that it's a big deal because you're going to have to end up upgrading anyway. But the real winner was the bomb plant because that helps you directly. Everyone gets an extra $800, and that can make the difference between a buy and a save on the 3rd round. And they opted not to go for a force, so that's a huge deal that they were able to do that. Now we'll see if that makes a really big difference. If they can put a round on the board right here and now.
Yeah, and already still going back to that A-bomb site. They're favoring it heavily right now. Possibly going to throw a man over there at the B-bomb site. They will be throwing someone over there. Possibly going to try and fake that out, see if they can fake Luminosity into thinking possibly they're going to wrap this back into a B-take, see if they can get anyone to bite on it. And it looks like, no, they're not really throwing it that hard. So that rotate towards B is just to be safe here because they feel like it might be a fake at A now.
And as long as they start to doubt themselves, it's fine. But if Nihilum don't execute soon, they'll get the message and they'll come back to the site. So they don't want to take too long to execute, and it looks like they're doing it now.
They're going to run directly into Frost there, and Professor Chaos will take him down with the AK. That A bomb site is wide open now, so it's going to have to be a CT-sided retake attempt as Flowsick will get that bomb down. First player up will be Anger, and he goes down to Automatic. So that will be 2 kills there. Automatic, Professor Chaos, and Flowsick going off there. Valen's able to pick up 1. Now it's all up to Arya, and he can't make it happen. So that early buy coming from Nihilum works out in their favor, makes the score 2-1. Luminosity is up.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, you know, all because they decided not to buy armor on that round, got the bomb down, were they able to buy, and then they turned it into a round win, and a very convincing one. Luminosity are actually already on a save, and that's on the back of a 5 players staying alive on a rifle versus rifle round. So we haven't seen an op from Luminosity. We're starting to see an op from Professor Chaos, which I'm surprised he bought in this round, considering they're going to go up against saving players, and the stack towards A might or may not get attention, as one pick has happened at B and they haven't seen any other action.
Flowsig's going to be there watching that garage door at A main, making sure nobody pushes. He does see a push, calls the 2, back out. No, he's going to commit to it. He wants to try and get those frags. Wisely backs up. No reason to lose his M4 so early into the round. As time is ticking down here, Luminosity is kind of spreading back towards that B bomb site, realizing that that fake over at A was just that. One player over there trying to throw a fake. I'm going to be curious if they go for that gun and try and take that from, I believe that was Flowsick over there with it. And yeah, it doesn't matter though. He will take down Frost out in mid.
Yeah, some solid shooting right now, and he manages to stay alive, so no gun will be left open in an extremity of the map where a Luminosity player can pick it up. Anger's going to try to find Flowsick here, but Flowsick really aware of that there's one player remaining. He could be anywhere on an eco, you know how it is, so ends up getting the frag, and that's 3 on the round from him. Now they're going up against another save, so man, that third round bye was really good for them.
Yeah, that worked out extremely well. As he said, going into another save here might be a little bit of a pistol upgrade, and it looks like they're going for it. So they're going to pistol upgrade, see if they can gain any traction here. At this point, they would love to try and drop some guns. Of course, they would love to win the round, but it's going to be a lot harder to do going against Professor Chaos with the op now out on T side.
As mentioned, Professor Chaos likes the op on the T side, and I figure with, we have about 6 oppers in this match, so I figure there's going to be a lot of whoever has the best spawn gets it, but he picked it up right off the bat and didn't really use a spawn for it. So I guess they're dedicated to that strategy and looking for a pick right now, and he finds one in the head through the box on a saving player, but a nice shot nonetheless. Headshot is a headshot, am I right?
Oh yes, Automatic will take down the pushing Frost. Anger's going to be the last one left. Tries to get into a pistol fight here with Professor Chaos. Kind of playing footsie around the building. It's not going to happen for Anger. Automatic will take him down, and that's Nihilum taking the lead here off the back of a 2K from Chaos and a 2K from Automatic.
Yeah. Good plays. And once again, they're going up against a rifle, so a lot is to be said here. This time, Flom's going to be handed the op, and I wonder if he has some kind of spawn. It looks like, no, he's actually just in the back, so they want to have him use the op here on the T side. Frost is going to pick one up himself, and that's no surprise. We all know Frost is handy with that thing as well, so confident about the double op setup. Now, the thing is that these can be such expensive rounds, and especially when you haven't been winning rounds in a row, that if you lose a round, you're almost certainly going to be on a save, and you're not raking in a lot of money from that kill bonus with the op. Just a measly $100 is not going to be a lot. So you need to win rounds, you need to save those ops, and then you need to continue to win rounds, or it's not worth it.
Yeah, what's crazy about what we have going on here with Luminosity Gaming is they have 2 ops out. If one player drops that op, 2 of the other players are extremely viable with an op in their hands. Arya can pick it up, Lex can pick it up.
Very good point.
No matter what, when an op drops, as long as one of their other players is alive, they can pick that op up, save it, and use it effectively to try and win that round still.
And there we go, the first frag of the round. Sangston actually takes down Anger for free. Doesn't pay. Oh, it takes a few points of damage, 22 health off of him. So that's a pretty good frag. And they have so much mid control right now. They can do so many things. They have a player stage up in A main. They might want to split it. They're still going to have to go up against 2 in the site. But a B rotate here might mean a free trade. And it looks like, yeah, Sangston can lurk frag, gets the pick in CT.
Arya there trying to collect it, trying to trade that out. Not able to get it though, and the bomb will rotate into the B bomb site. So Arya's going to be the closest man there. Takes down Automatic, so that's an entry, but Sanks right around the corner, and Arya doesn't look for it. Sanks will take him down from behind. Frost picked off, trying to get the rotate. Lex will drop out of the vents. Last man standing. He's going to be in a 1 versus 3 as that bomb's planning to be, but he is surrounded at this point. One player will be wrapping his way into the vents from behind. He's got that man outside towards the creeper, actually working his way up above the B bomb site. He tries to get a fight with Sanks, takes him down, but he's going to get flanked. Flowsick's right there, and Flowsick will grab the final frag of the round, making the score 4-2 in favor of Nihilum.
The ace was denied, but you can't deny the plays. That was a really great round from Sangston, coming out middle, taking Anger down, and then getting lurk frag on the player, rotating from CT, maintaining that map control, and staying alive for the duration until the round wasn't winnable for Luminosity. So that was a great job by him, and now Nihilum are up 4 rounds. They're looking really, really strong, and again, Luminosity are back on a save, getting punished for that double op setup.
Yeah, you talked about it already. It's super expensive to make happen. They couldn't bring it down right there. Nihilum played that very well, but that's going to be something that's going to be hard for them to look out for in the future, because realistically, we should only see Professor Chaos possibly Automatic with the op in his hands. So we got to be prepared for that. And if they can really open that up and get that working through mid and just shutting down that whole corridor, it's going to be hard for Nihilum to try and work their way around as terrorists.
Yeah, I think so. And they're going to want to have at least one op, right? But if they continue to op and lose rounds, they're going to be saving every other round. And then a CT side can turn into a disaster.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a good idea for them to maybe invest in one. But if possible, and if it becomes necessary based on how big the round deficit is, to just rifle. And we know they're all very solid riflers too. There's no way you would put 3 oppers on a team. If not all of them could rifle as well. And that might be the downfall of the team if it were that, but I don't think that's the case. And now another stack in A. I do like the stacks. You do have to gamble stack, but you also have to convince the team that you aren't in the site that you are not stacking. Or you are in the site that you are not stacking.
Oh, Frost. Can he get it right here? Balance. Oh, he's going to get the knife off onto Balance, and he will get the gun in the squeaky room.
Going to need an ice pack for Balance.
Yep, that's a rough look there, but Frost did everything that he could. Got a gun now, so he can work this. It's going to be a 4-on-4. They only have 1 rifle up on Luminosity's side, but that could be the opening that they needed. The bomb is planted in B, and if they can get an early pick here with one of these pistols, they might go for this. Otherwise, they're going to set up and go for exits, and it looks like it's going to be a setup for exits.
Yeah. Flowsick definitely keen that there are players very close by, and he would be right. Gets one huge spray transfer, almost turns it into 3, just short on the A1, but automatic comes through for the trade out. And Frost did manage to get away with a gun and $1,500 off that knife. Now he has stayed in squeaky, so they know exactly where they are beelining over here. And automatic reloading on his way, not wasting any time. Gets shot in the back of the head, and one tap.
Yeah, Professor Chaos, they're on the cleanup to trade out the frag, take down Frost. That's going to not allow him to save that AK, but Luminosity's going to be in a bind no matter what. It would have been nice to save that AK, save a little bit of economy going into this round, just drop it for a teammate so you have a little bit room to breathe here. But with Nihilum up by 3 rounds now, they need to get something going and something fast.
Yeah, so Luminosity haven't had that much of a sample size in terms of rifle rounds when they want to kind of think about what they want to do next. I think this round it would have been a good idea to go for early mid control. We don't see any early mid presence right now. Stanks is going to look for the kill, but he isn't, I don't think, going to find a challenger. Now, I know Anger will take a fight any day. He's got the aim to do it, but it looks like Lex is here actually, so playing that sandbag all by himself, or, oh no, sorry, he's over by White Box, so he has a good position to rotate off, and they are bringing one towards mid. I think they have a feeling that there might be some aggression here, and they would be right. Will they have the ability to deal with it, though?
Yeah, I'm going to be curious what Lex can do from that position. He's actually going to drop his way back up highway, removes himself from that headshot box. He's already got a player pushed up highway, going towards mid, so now it's going to be up to Flom here. He's got the op. Professor Chaos is on the overwatch, though. Doesn't matter. Takes the shot, has to get away. Automatic peeks his way in through the mid doors, takes him down, and that is going to even things out at 4-on-4.
Yeah, that was a good flash for his teammate into the Z connector, and Lex here gonna secure a frag for his team, and he's gonna maintain the man advantage once again. So a 4v3 situation. They're working over towards B. A lot of pressure on Arya here to get a frag, and he's got to do it. Otherwise, the site is theirs. The bomb will go down, and he's on fire right now. They don't know he's on the site, but Professor Chaos, too aware, knows that he's going to push off late and push it through the smoke at the perfect time.
Yeah, trying to work his way through the creeper there. Had the nade out, gets taken down by Flowsick. So now it's going to be up to Anger and Frost. They have 2 rifles. It's going to be an op and a silenced M4 going against 2 AKs and the op of Professor Chaos. I'd be curious to see how long they really try and wait this out before they commit to it or just bail backwards to save those rifles. Flowsick's right there around the corner, and Anger gets it and doesn't kill his teammate. Takes him down to 25 as automatic on the trade out. Frost is right there now into a 1 versus 1. Can he take down Professor Chaos? He's fully committed now. Has to go for it. Sees him and gets him through the box. Oh my goodness.
What a shot.
Is he going to get the defuse too?
He has
He
it.
will get the defuse.
Unbelievable.
What an unbelievable play from Frost through the box.
Oh my God, what a player. That was a huge shot. Saw that gun and took the pick, and accidents happen. No, he saw that gun. That was beautiful. So, man, saw an opportunity, a sliver of chance, and capitalized. So that was a very nice shot, and they really needed that round. Once again, they would have been back on a save. No way they would have been able to afford an op again. Flom's going to be given it, and he couldn't even afford armor. So they're definitely looking to win a 2nd round in a row, and if not, you can expect a save. It's going to be brutal for their economy.
Yeah, it's really broken. You get off that losing bonus, you go into a win, and on a bye, you break your economy if you can't get that second win together, get yourself that little bit of a buffer.
Yeah.
But man, it's going to be tough here. Let's see if Luminosity can put it together, work the op. Flom really needs to get that going here, especially against Professor Chaos. If they can shut Chaos down, then it just turns it into a rifle battle with that one op advantage, which they should be able to win here as CTs.
Yeah. Going 1 for 1 on these ops again, and Professor Chaos is, this is a very important pick out mid. He saw it, he knew it was going to pop up, but he was unable to capitalize. And now 3 players moving over to B is a really great adjustment. I think they know that Nihilum like to work the B. They're throwing the re-smokes here at the site, and it looks like they're going to try to force their way in. And they do get 2 opening frags on the site. That's a huge failure on the part of LG, and Flowstate gets a second player. Now there's only 2 players left. They cannot retake this, and Automatic out mid is catching the lurk frags.
Frost is right behind him. They're going to try and work his way out. Misses the shot, though, so now everybody knows where he is. He's going to have to get into a defensive position here to try and save this, but they're going to be hunting extremely hard. Coming from every direction. He's able to get 2. Can he take the player down up top on the highway? Can't do it. Automatic gets the frag there. 2K for Automatic. Kill spread out between Sanks, Flowsick, and Professor Chaos to give Nihilum that 3-round advantage again. Score will be 6-3.
That would have been the best save of the year if he hit that 3rd shot. Unfortunately for him and his team, he couldn't. And once again, Nihilum, that was a huge problem for Luminosity. The fact that they had the right call but weren't able to hold the site. I mean, basically at all. They didn't. They had 3 players there. None of them got a kill. In fact, when everyone tried to peek out to help someone trade, there was another player on Nihilum peeking from a different angle that ended up trading back. And Sanks putting some shots into Forklift. Does not find any damage off, but are running into a stack once again, and they aren't one to turn around, so it might look like they would try to frag out. I think it's in Luminosity's best interest to play really campy spots here.
Anger pushed extremely far. Doesn't matter though, Lex inside the bomb site goes down. Anger still will be in that gunfight out at T-spawn. He goes down. Arya over at the Forklift goes down also. That's going to be another 2K for Automatic. And Nihilum is going to be up 7-3 now. They're riding high right now as terrorists. They got to keep the momentum going here to keep Luminosity down, because if Luminosity can get a foothold here, get the momentum going, they're a very, very momentum-based team. We've seen them run away with games before.
Right, yeah. No, for sure. The only issue is that the reason that the deficit is so great is because Nihilum has only had to go up against 3 rifle rounds in total, and that's because they're breaking their money in. And if Luminosity can't get their feet on the ground, win a couple rounds in a row at least, that's going to be the story of the half, and the half will be over much more quickly than if they had better economic management or just better rounds.
Sanks will open it up out of the squeaky door, takes down Anger. That will give them the 5 versus 4 advantage. They already have the gun advantage. They are going against some upgraded pistols here. See if they can gain any traction with those as Sanks gets himself another frag, takes down Frost. They look pretty committed here to the A bomb site. Got a 3rd and a 4th one. So now it's all up to Arya. The one man left standing. Sanks has got himself all 4 of those frags, and Arya will go down outside the sunroom to Valens, and Sanks denied of his ace right there, only getting the 4K.
I'm going to make a bold statement here and say I think that the issue is they got the good calls, right? But even on these eco rounds, they're playing the A site from the exact same spots every round. We've seen 2 molly kills in the back of the site. We're getting no one boosted up Shroud. We're getting no stacks in the site to get early frags. And Nihilum are running right into their stacks, and yet no picks are happening.
So now we're into round 12 here. They're getting aggressive out in mid. They're going to take down Sanks. That's going to help. Another kill. Oh, almost. Lex will take down Automatic. And we're still going to have some trades going all in favor so far of Nihilum. With Professor Chaos still barely up and hanging on right now with 6 HP. Got himself 2 frags, though. Arya and Frost are alive. Frost did pick up that op. The bomb is working all the way back to B as Arya is going to try and work his way into mid. See if he can catch anybody out of position here. They don't really know where they're going. They know that they opened up quite a bit of frags out in middle. That's where the gun battles were. And Nihilum making the correct call here, committing it over towards the B bomb site. And that is really going to work in their favor as Arya is rotating over towards A. Nope, now they're going to have to rotate back towards B. As this bomb should work its way in. If not, here's some grenades going off. Yep, there's going to be the call coming from Arya. Now they have to full rotate into this B bomb site. But Flowsick is right below, and he will take down Arya. Now it's up to Frost.
Yeah, Frost 1-on-3. I've honestly seen him do this, and on Cash, I think he had, what was it, 1v4 versus Titan? Or it was some huge clutch from a similar location, though I don't know if the bomb was down in that situation, so it might be more difficult in this circumstance. He's definitely looking to save, but he's got to come off. He's got to cut off some part of the map, otherwise they won't let him save, and that's why he's kind of exposing himself in this situation. Now, economic damage can be really good, but he has conceded a lot of map control at this point, while also alluding to where he might be. So that's going to be a huge problem for him, and he might have the opportunity to get away. It's going to be tough.
Able to get one, going for a second possible. No, he's not going to try and repeat that. Flowsick was right there in his face. And Nihilum, I mean, they've officially made the half. The best it could possibly be at this point for Luminosity would be 9-6.
9-6, yeah. So they're already going to feel really good. The thing is that there's in the next 3 rounds, if Luminosity do win them, now they're going to feel like they blew a lead, you know, versus a team that they kind of really knew how to beat in the previous rounds, and so they aren't going to want to do that. And on the flip side, you know, if Luminosity aren't able to win these rounds, it's because they aren't able to make proper adjustments. I don't think any of them would be willing to admit that they don't have the aim to beat a team like Nihilum. We've seen, you know, in the regular season, them go head-to-head, and Luminosity did win. So with that in mind, they shouldn't be afraid. I think of all the teams, though, that Nihilum have lost to in the regular season, every single one of them have been at this LAN, but then also Luminosity was the closest one that they were, it was the closest they came to winning. So maybe they feel a little bit more confident in this matchup than maybe if they were on the other side of the bracket.
Oh, Automatic will take down Flom there. Anger is there to trade out the frag. Lex in a good position by the forklift. That's going to be bombed down in the A bomb site. So now it's going to be up to Professor Chaos and Valens. Oh, Professor Chaos barely escaping that grenade death. Brings him down to 17 HP. He still tries to work his way out and goes towards the forklift. Can't gain a shot there as Frost will take down Valens. Anger on the cleanup frag. That's a 2K for Lex, a 2K for Anger. And they get themselves another round, working that much closer to making that 9-6 half a reality.
Yeah, and you know, it would be worse to lose 6 and 7 rounds in a row, but they had lost 5 rounds, they won 1, they lost it, and then they were back on a double save. And so most of the rounds that Nihilum have gotten are eco rounds. And again, this is a 4 rounds in a row that Nihilum have got. Luminosity have won 1. If they don't win this round, they're back on a save. It would be a double save if there were any more rounds left in the half, but I guess fortunately for them, there aren't. Now, that's the worst case scenario. I'd say Luminosity still need to win this round and the next one, even if they have to save. So they're going to be looking to start right here.
Yeah, they need to really get these ops going. They've been doing the double op look, hasn't really paid off yet, but you know it will get going here between Flom and Frost, 2 extremely talented oppers with a lot of skill behind those guys. Look for those ops to get rolling here, and I'm going to be curious if they're going to bite on this A. Looks like they might be rotating a little hard, but it doesn't matter. Frost actually rotates his way into mid. He's going to come in. He's going to see a player there. He's going to call for a rotate back. Anger will take down Automatic, so that's going to give them the 5-on-4 now, as looks like Bomb might be trying to work its way out mid, but it doesn't matter. Lex is there to take down Flowsick. They got a bomb down. Lex is able to get another frag on the Sanks before Professor Chaos takes him down, and Frost is there to clean it up. So now it's up to Valens. He's going to be 1 versus 4. Bomb covered down in mid, and I think Arya just spotted him. Yeah, definitely got him. Arya will take him down. That's a 2K for Lex there, and that will make the score 9-5 in favor of Nihilum.
Yeah, I mean, they could have got away with winning that round, you know, with less players alive and still have enough money to buy everything they want because they were still able to hang on to those 2 ops, and that's great. Now, the best half they're looking for is a 9-6. They can do that, and if they do that, they'll probably feel pretty good. If Nihilum 10-5 this half, they'll feel great. I think they're going to look forward to CT side. Again, it is their map pick, so I think on either side they start, they want to have a good half. But if Luminosity can win the later end of the half, they're going to feel good going into the next because they can tell themselves, okay, we got warmed up. A lot of those early rounds were just throwaways, and we can look forward to starting over again with a pistol round.
Yeah, curious, early into these rounds, neither team really contesting middle that hard with these ops that they have. And I'm just kind of curious as to why they're not doing it right off the bat, but they're working the ops in different directions. Now we're seeing Professor Chaos get boosted up. Now he starts to work it after a couple seconds. And Flom with an amazing chance right there to line that up and get the double and all but secure this round and give Luminosity their 6th round.
See 2 people and shoot in between them. It's the classic situation. Arya getting a molly off and sneaking through the smoke. There's 1 player sitting in the smoke right now. If he pulls out a nade, it's going to cost him. And he doesn't, but he still gets punished. Valens with a nice headshot on the site. Opens it up, and that's Arya. Once again, unable to get a frag in the site.
Lex does even things up, though. Makes it a 4-on-4. Flom down to 17 HP. Still trying to come back from that missed shot there. That could have helped out a ton. Bomb is going to be planted in the B-bomb site. Curious, though, only one player actually in the bomb site defending at the moment. And Flosic actually works his way out and gets taken down by Flom. So that bomb site's open. It's all defense from outside of it now. Let's see if they can get in there. They take down the other player inside. That's going to be Sanks. So Professor Chaos outside with the op. One player in the checker. That's going to be Valens. Last round of the half right here. It's down to a 2 versus 2. Oh. There goes Professor Chaos, and Valens is out too. Here comes the defuse from Anger. 2K for Flom, 2K for Anger, and that will make the half 9-6 in favor of Nihilum.
If you could move your mouse by thinking, I think he wouldn't have jumped, but unfortunately we have fingers, and I think there was a little bit of a mistake there, so that's why he ended up doing that. I think the round would have been locked up and secured, so a little bit of a disaster, I feel like, and it's going to be a short pause to take a look at the stats. And if we look at the kill distribution, is there anything that surprises you?
A little bit there, and mainly that would be Arya, in my opinion. I expected a little bit more out of him. But, I mean, coming into this situation, having a call here, you can't really expect him to be your top fragger, or at least I wouldn't expect that from him. So it's a little curious that he's that low, though. I would expect a little bit more. And, I mean, Flom really never got going the way we expect Flom to get going.
Right. Yeah, a lot of the opportunities that we saw him miss weren't Flom-like, if you would say. Now, in terms of Nihilum, we saw Sanks have really huge rounds. Taking mid by himself. A lot of these crucial rounds came down to huge individual plays, and the trades were really great. Now, as for Arya, I agree. You can't really expect that much out of him because he's playing on such a new team. First time at LAN with them, obviously, and is calling and replacing a caller. But ultimately, if they made the decision to make that replacement, which was a risk, the risk has to pay off. You can't really put that on anyone else.
So first round of the second half. It's going to be our second pistol of this game. Frost is going to get caught right there by Flosic, and that's going to be a 3-4-man push outside the B bomb site. 2 will fully commit, wrap all their way around. They're going to try and get this flank off towards A, and A is wide open right now. Valens will be the closest player from the white truck. Bomb is going to get planted. That Molotov gained some traction. Not quite enough, though. They're able to get out and get away from it. Flom can't escape, though, behind the protection of that quad box. So now it's going to be a 3 versus 4. We didn't lose Flosic there.
That's a very cool molly from Valens. Oh, Anger. And a 1-on-3. Gets a frag. It's going to go for another one. Oh, he was so close. 2 players on 1 hit. Oh, my goodness. And he doesn't even know how close he came.
Oh, that would have been gigantic if he was able to collect those final 2 frags there. That would have been what for him? That would have been 1v4. Man, that would have been gigantic if he could have got that. That would have set Luminosity on the correct foot going forward into this. I mean, they're already starting behind, down by 4 rounds now. They would have loved to get that and then put themselves in a situation where all they have to do is anti-eco 2 rounds. Well, that would have been 1 round anti-eco because assuredly Nihilum would have just went for that.
For sure. Even though that round was as close as it was, it shouldn't have been. Luminosity should have been able to steal that up, no problem. It was a retake from Nihilum that won it. So the fact that they went all B, and then as soon as they knew it wasn't going to be B, they rotated out. And the flash-in is really good. A lot of pressure on Professor Chaos, who does manage to get a frag. It's a 3v3 situation. Lex has picked up a gun but doesn't have armor. Has a smoke to re-smoke CT, and that's a bonus. But they're going to have to do a lot of work to get in the site still.
Yeah, this is going to be a hard 3-man retake here. They do have that 1 rifle, as he said, in Lex's hands, which is going to help. That's 2 bomb plants in a row. They're definitely buying next round no matter what. If they can come out of this with a win, they're going to be so unbelievably happy. Lex is able to get 1 right there. Now Lex goes down, 1 player left alive, and that'll be Flom. Sanks will mop that one up. Valens with 2, Professor Chaos with 2, Sanks with the other frag there. They will get the defuse, but Lex getting 3 frags that round. They got a bomb plant, plus the first round bomb plant. They're going into a really full buy here. Yeah,
I mean, that was a complete eco, so it was really great that they were able to do that. I don't think they expected to get as many kills as they did. Obviously, Lex did it all by himself. So the bomb plant, again, very important for them. Now this is a team of divas in the sense that you need to spend a lot of money to get these offs, right? So they need a big wallet, and to do it, they have now. Frost is going to bust out the auto
shotgun.
The auto shotty is going to try to Hiko some kids, if you will, and I don't know how he's going to use that on T side. I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, I'm curious where they're going to try and make him force the issue with that gun at, or maybe just have him somewhere nearby to try and trade out a flank. But it doesn't matter. He will do it. Makes it into B, or into the checkered room. Gets 1, quickly traded out, though. So it will be a 3 versus 4, possibly a 4 versus 2. If Automatic could have got that 5-7 frag, wasn't able to do it. Lex will drop his way down into mid, into safety here, but he is going to get pinched here. Flom is still up top, trying to protect from from behind. Anger wraps those way back around with the bomb as that number 6 man will escape. Automatic gets out of there with his 5-7 back into A, and Lex goes down to Sanks out in middle. So now it's 4 versus 2.
Yeah, well-timed peek from Sanks there. And Flom trying to fight from the boost, looking to make some traction. Some waves happen here in a 2v4 situation. It would be an enormous round to win. The clock is taken down. They do have the bomb. They have nades, but not a smoke. And that can be crucial. They're going to have to frag out in light of knowing that. But they are going into the right side here with Automatic, only left alone to his devices, and a 5-7 is going to look for a frag, can get away safely and ask for the rotates, but even the rotates are getting killed, so they might have an opportunity to do it. And Flom gets a frag, so it's a 1v2 situation. And will he be able to plant? It seems like he'll get into the site. Yeah,
Valens is going to be the closest player there. It's going to be that 2-man retake attempt here. Professor Chaos works his way up. It's going to be 2 rifles versus 1. Flom is down to 41 HP. Does what he can to try and get out around that red box. Steps out. Professor Chaos right in his face. Takes him down.
They completely waited for him, it looked like.
Yeah, they were all over that. They were ready to trade that frag out. They were going to stay together. They played it smart.
Yeah.
And that will end up, I believe that'll make the score 12-6 in favor of Nihilum.
Yeah, a couple of nifty flashes and the classic clutch play, but with Nihilum a little bit too aware. Basically both watching the outskirts of that box. Managed to secure the frag, no problem, and that's a really sizable lead that they have right now. They're looking solid on both halves, just in general. He obviously came away with a positive T half, and right now we'll have 3 diffuse victories on the CT side. So are 4 away from taking this game, and once again, it is their map pick, so they wouldn't expect anything less. But at the same time, we'll have to go up against Luminosity.
Oh, Arya.
At least one more time.
Arya getting caught right there, trying to make his way into the vents. Sanks will take him down. Lex is there for the trade out from that headshot box. So now it will be a 4-on-4 in favor of Nihilum, who does have the round advantage and that side advantage right now. So let's see what Luminosity Gaming can do here with that 4-on-4 situation. They're just kind of sitting back right now, trying to see if they can open up another pick here and roll with that. But Nihilum is giving them nothing right now, not aggressive anywhere. They're just sitting back. They're extremely comfortable as CTs.
It's true. Confident in their setups. And I think this checker box play is going to be really difficult for LG if they don't have the awareness to check it. Flowsick is definitely going to be offered up a couple of frags, but Lex might look to check it, and he does check it, but it's a little bit too late, and Anger turns around and gets the trade frag in spite of that. And now it's a 2v3 situation. Automatic has a great spot, and Vince gets 2 frags and the bomb down.
That was a good shot out of those vents to make those 2 frags happen there. Now it's all up to Frost. Last player left. He has the bomb on his back. Not very much time here. Curious if he's going to fully commit to this or just try and do a sound fake. And it looks like...
Yeah, 20 seconds left. He's got
fully committing.
No time to turn around at this point. And he's still making the right play. It seems like we have no one committed over to White Truck yet. They might be just in time to catch him crossing. And he misses some shots, so the bomb is going to go down at least 100%. Or will it? Because he's burning in the molly. He dies.
From the Molotov. What a touchdown throw there from Automatic to land that perfectly. Gets himself a 3K, and that's going to put Nihilum up 13-6 now.
Oh, my God. And if we look at the money, that could have made the difference between a buy and a save. The 800 across the board means that Lex could have even could have had his AK and nades, and a couple of them would have had Galils, and I think they would have definitely been on a buy in that situation, considering the round deficit. You know, being up 13 rounds, Nihilum got to feel confident, and Luminosity are definitely on the back foot here. The slight favorite, I think, to win.
Yeah, I think it was really close, though, on the odds. But, I mean, yeah, they were definitely the slight favorite here. But it is map number 1. It is a best-of-3 series here. So, and even if, well, it doesn't matter which team loses this, they're not out of it yet. It is a double elimination bracket, so they still have plenty of time to fight. And Arya will be the first one taken down from Valens. But Flom has already worked his way into the bomb site at the quad. Same with his teammate. And that's going to be Anger right there. They have 2 CTs directly in their face to make this gunfight happen. Automatic is still hiding over by the forklift. 1 player, Valens, is still close to the door. There goes Flom, and Anger's down. So here comes the defuse, as the final player left alive will be Frost. Professor Chaos will catch him out in middle. And you can see the smiling faces there from Nihilum, who have that 14th round in their pocket.
Yeah, they're knocking on the door's victory door right now, if that's even a saying. Which I just made up, trademarked today, and that's got to be a big confidence boost for them. You know, they're going up against players who are not just more experienced in general, but also have a lot more LAN experience. And I know Professor Chaos is kind of a question mark for a lot of people, but I'm pretty sure he has a lot of experience playing in like a local SoCal LAN, so I might be mistaken about that. And so it's, I mean, looking really comfortable here. We saw him with the op on T side, definitely showing why he likes to pick up the op on T side. Automatic taking a little bit of damage at mid, and the stack towards B it could prove to be effective.
Oh man, there's only one player there that they have to try and beat. They have that one player rotated into the fence now. That's going to be Flowsick, gets one before he's traded out, and Automatic is there also trying to get another one, gets one. Professor Chaos in the bomb site is able to get a frag. Now it's all up to Frost here. This is going to be a 1 versus 3.
Frost is
and,
like, hello.
Oh, he's burned out right there. He's got to try and get away from that. Valens is there. Can't take him down. Frost will get that frag. Bomb down. Out. No, it's in cover of Checker Room. So Sanks is right there in the vents. Frost knows it. He knows there should be one player in the site. So now he's going to try and figure out what he's going to do here into round 21. They don't just want to concede this 15th round and have to play for the tie.
Yeah, Sanks has no incentive to peek that vent, and Frost has no means of making him either. So that's going to be a big issue because he can just sit there and watch the bomb. The only thing Frost could do is make him think that he has to watch his back, but flashing into the site so he can cross and looking for that pick doesn't work out for him. Now, he knows where the site player is. If he can get the lurk frag.
Oh, he's got to commit to it right there. Can't make that happen. He's got to go for the reload, so he knows where Professor Chaos is. If he can get this frag, possibly make the player peek out of vents and get it. Can't do it.
Whoa.
Professor Chaos from the back of the bomb site gets himself a 2K that round. That gives Nihilum their 15th round, and they are on match point from here on out.
Yeah, looking super solid right now. And again, on both sides, just winning out, basically. So that's just a great half so far, a great match so far from Nihilum. The big question mark in the tournament, even for us, the casters, you're supposed to know what we're talking about. They just there just isn't that much data on this team, as Dust pointed out. And now going into this possibly final round, there is going to be a full buyout for Luminosity, and Frost actually gets a pick here, the opening pick of the round. Can't remember the last time Luminosity were able to get an opening pick.
The counter boost. Oh no, Lex gets counter boosted by Sanks and goes down for it. So that evens things back out at a 4-on-4 here. Now it's going to be a 4-on-3 as Arya will take down Sanks. So it's going to be Automatic, Flowsick, and Valens left alive against Anger, Flom, Frost, and Arya. And remember, Luminosity is fighting for the map right now. They have to win every single round to try and make their way into some overtime to try and take this map. Otherwise, we're going to see map number 2. Valens will take down Arya. There's Frost going off, getting 1. Automatic will remove Anger from the round. Now it's going to be a 2-on-2, evening things back out, and Automatic goes down. So now Flowsick, last man left for the win, 1v2.
And they secure it. And receive a lifeline in this game. So have 7 rounds, are looking for 8. And they've got a hard road back to winning this game. I mean, if they had, started off with a really bad half and then started to put rounds together in the beginning of the half, I'd say, okay, they've got some kind of chance to win. But on this T side, all the data we have in terms of them winning rounds is that last one, and it was fairly close. So I always say when there's a huge comeback to be made, it's got to be made off of the back of a round 1 where you keep like almost everyone alive, or it just looks like you're outclassing the team all of a sudden. And Automatic comes out for the early frag here on Anger.
Yeah, that was a nice jump there. Frost will also get a frag. He's going to trade out Flowsick right there. So that's going to make it a 4-on-4 once again. Sanks is still up. Got that early frag on that push from the Squeaky. He's going to try and force his way in off a flashbang. Can he get Flom? Flom so very low. Can't collect the frag. And now he actually lost Anger in there, but it doesn't matter. He was already dead into the round. So it's going to be a 4-on-4 still. As Flowsick is down, Anger is down. Anger's back into the server now. No issues there. Luminosity has to win, as I said, every single round from here on out to force that overtime and try and get that victory. That's going to be a tough hill to climb because Nihilum, even if they lose 1, 2, 3 rounds in a row here, 4 rounds, 5 rounds, they can still sit back and we still have overtime. Collect ourselves, calm down, do what we need to do. All we need is 1 more round.
Yeah, and as a CT, you don't have to feel, that pressure to jump out and do something, right? You can sit back and just secure kills for your team. And a kill is made right there. Sankington does get 1, and it's a 3v3 situation. They're coming into the site. Automatic is waiting at the cross. Will he get a frag? He does drop the bomb. And he doesn't know where the last 2 players are. Flom, the up-close op, grabs a kill there, and now the bomb will go down. 2v2 in op in the hands of both players on T side.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit tougher of a defense here. One player's gonna be at the forklift, one's gonna be at the quad. Flom very low, he goes down to that Galil there, so now it's all up to Frost. He's gonna be looking around. Coming up top though will be Valens, doesn't matter. Professor Chaos is right there, he misses the shot. He's gotta get this frag to stay in this, and he's gonna step around the corner, misses the no-scope, can't do it. Professor Chaos gets the frag, and map number 1 will go to Nihilum.
Yeah, great round from Professor Chaos there with the 2 frag. Valens working the peak on Flum, managed to avoid getting opt. And, you know, it's those 2v2 situations that are the name of the game when it comes down to those huge comebacks and all those clutch rounds. So they weren't able to do it early on. Maybe they'll be able to find their footing on the second map. It's all left to be said by the players. All left to be said by the players.
Yeah, definitely. And it's going to be exciting going into map number 2. I mean, we're going to go into Dust 2. That's going to be, we've seen it a lot, especially recently. It's a good map for aimers, and both these teams, I mean, as we've seen, we talked about it earlier, and I know the analysts were talking about it also. Professor Chaos, a question mark. This whole team, a question mark. Not land tested yet, at least on a bigger scale like this.
And not with each other at all.
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, Professor Chaos stepped up in a gigantic way in that game. And I mean, automatically, the only player that got more frags than him in there. But he stepped up in a big way. Let's see if they can do it again on Dust 2, which is going to be even friendlier to teams that can frag extremely hard.
Yeah, and so, you know, the fact that it isn't their pick isn't going to be the biggest deal. I think, in a sense, it almost favors them. They're coming off momentum. They're coming off a win, even if it is their own map. And now they're going to go into Dust 2 knowing, okay, we can out-aim these guys. We got this. You know, they're just going to tell themselves that. And so I'd say they are favored to just take this 2-0.
Yeah, and I mean, Dust 2, honestly, that is probably the safest. In my opinion, it's the best second map pick, because you don't have to worry about the other team picking their side, because there's no advantage. It doesn't matter if it's CT or T, unless you feel more comfortable on one side or the other.
Right, it's a personal advantage,
so
absolutely.
It's not like, all right, well, we're really great at nuke, but we have to risk giving them CT side first. There's none of that, so it's a great second round pick, especially when you have a team that can run a double op look, a triple op look, and everyone's effective. I mean, we've seen them on Dust 2 before. When an op drops, another player picks it up.
Right.
And then you have to worry about this rotating op.
Right. Absolutely.
It works extremely well for them. So what we're going to do is we're going to send it down to our analyst desk right now and let them go over what we just saw in map number 1.
All right, thanks, guys. Welcome down back to the desk. So we got to wrap up Cash. That was map 1 with Nihilum taking it 16-7 and doing a really good job on CT side. To me, they've broke the streak of the day, which was that CT rounds were just impossible to come by for a lot of these teams, and we did see Cash a few times. Well, once in the online and then there on land as well. So 16-7 getting, what is that, 6 rounds in a row on CT side, and then getting 1 more to close it out. So that was some great play. What do you think, and they did great on T side as well with Professor Chaos just opening things up for them round after round. So what do you make of that first map there, Dust?
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. I mean, Luminosity was able to actually win the pistol in the second round, but then because of a second round bomb plant, we saw, you know, Nihilum be able to come out and win, I think, the next 5 rounds in a row, dropped 1, then won another 4 in a row. So, you know, they were able to win, you know, what is that, you know, 9 out of 10 rounds or something like that. So it was really, really big there from their teams. Like you said, Professor Chaos really big with that op. We were talking about how these players are going to perform. We've never seen Professor Chaos or Saintston on land before. You look at the stats, you can see there pretty clearly that they were actually the top 2 fraggers right behind Automatic, who also was criticized in the past for his land play at times. And he's, you know, a younger kid, and he does really good here. 108 ADR, 25 and 15. Can't ask for more. Saintston, his first real big land game that we've ever seen him play, he's able to drop, you know, 102 ADR and be the 3rd best fragger right behind Chaos, who was just, you know, magnificent with the op throughout that T side. I think in a lot of situations for Luminosity, on CT side, there was just some unnecessary peaks. So I'll just give you one example. There was one round when the score was 5-3. They executed B, Nihilum did, and Anger is inside the site. He's got an Opper in heaven, and who's just waiting for them to cross to the site, and it just seemed like Anger was taking engagements he didn't need to take at checkers, and he turns a crossfire advantage into a man advantage for Nihilum. So there's some mental mistakes there at the beginning of the first half.
Yeah, and this was a big focus on oppers for me. I mean, we have that double op setup on Luminosity between Frost and Flom, and then it was really just Professor Chaos on the T side. We got the stats here. We know he's really only a T side opper. He was able to go He got 8 kills with that, 25% accuracy, did 73 damage around there with that op when he used it. So that was really great. But there were still a lot of op kills for Luminosity. It didn't seem like they could really get it off the ground there in the first half, only with, you know, those 3 in a row late. Like, that was their biggest streak in the whole match, was 3 in a row. But Frost really did lock it down. Like, when I think of this team, I think it's Flom. That's really the #1 opper, but Frost did a great job. He got 12 kills. And then some of them are even in really clutch situations. Like, I know a couple rounds in B, and Flom got 5. And actually, I believe we do have a Ben Q best play of the day, and it involves some opping. So let's check it out here. This is on round 8. Luminosity trying to take the site there. Anger with the rifle kill. We'll talk about Anger after this one, but there's Frost with 1 op. Coming back for some more. And a one-on-one with Chaos.
We all flipped out when we saw that. That was pretty crazy.
That was a great
unfortunately, it's the only real good thing Luminosity did that entire half up until the last 3 rounds. They were able to close out, but they still lost the half 9-6 in favor of Nihilum. Then when it came to the second half, I mean, Nihilum were able to win the pistol. Very aggressive. They pushed 4 people B, got a pick, and then ran back for an A retake. So just kind of a really ballsy pistol play that they came up with and won. And from there, they go up 14-6. You know, they went out to 3-0. They win the opening gun round as well. And from there, it was pretty much over. We saw, you know, Frost and Flom finally livening up with the op to try to make a little bit of a comeback effort, but it never really did anything. The sparks never created a fire, and it was just pretty much over at that point. So, I mean, there was a lot of players that we wanted to see out of Luminosity to you know, make a statement. Players like Flom, who have been very big for them with the op in a lot of their play. Anger, who's this rifler who has at times just been a complete monster online and has been pretty good at some North American lands as well. Neither one of those players really stepped up to me in my opinion, up until it was too late. You know, late in the second half when it just didn't matter anymore.
Yeah, and let's take a look. I mean, the signature rifle of Counter-Strike is the AK-47, and Anger is so good with it, but he only had 5 kills with the AK-47. And then we look at players like Automatic and Sanks here for Nihilum, both at a very lucky 13 kills apiece. So, like, they did absolutely insane with that. And we'll flip it over to the CT rifle, where it was actually Flowsick and Lex leading that charge. Automatic high up there at 6, but Anger with only 2.
Yeah, like I said,
the rifle game wasn't there.
Yeah, he definitely struggled. And that's a guy they need to perform, and hopefully they'll get that chance here on Dust 2, where hopefully Flom and Frost double outs can be more effective, and hopefully Anger can step up his game with the rifle, and we can see Luminosity try to push this to a map 3. Otherwise, this would be quite the upset, I think. But anyway, we will be right back with that map number 2 on Dust 2 in just a few moments.